Teal is related to my goal of not being a lazy shit. Hello again, team. It's Jess or JashiiCorrin, and welcome back for day 7 of my Month of Planning with Me series. Today is the start of week 41, and also the start of the last week of my holidays. Which means I really do have to start thinking about getting myself prepared for term 4. Before we jump into planning for today though, first today's tidbit. Today's tidbit is the population of my October bucket list. I started to include bucket lists in my monthly setup during July, and I found them to be really useful for setting myself some goals for each month. Originally I saw the idea over on Instagram from This Scrap Journal, who used to do bucket lists for each season. As I mentioned in my PowerSheets check-in, some of the action items that I have for my goals don't actually end up in my PowerSheets. Instead, I put them on my habit tracker or on my bucket list for each month. The items that I have on my bucket list for October are to set up a herb garden, which you guys will know has happened. Also to donate blood, have a date night with Vogel, celebrate my 28th birthday, reach 6k on YouTube, set up the bookcase, which is hopefully coming tomorrow, plan Rachel's bachelorette party, and complete the month of planning series. The nice thing about a page like this is that once the month is over, it kind of serves like a list of achievements, or things that I accomplished that I wanted to get done during each month. In terms of planning for today, the first thing I'm going to do is go and check off my tasks that I completed yesterday. So we did do our meal planning, we did make a shopping list, and the groceries did get done. I'm halfway through booking my hair appointment. And I've technically set a date for getting my new passport, but I haven't collected the materials for it. So I'll leave that one for now. Nothing too terribly exciting happened yesterday, so I don't really have any notes to write down, but I do want to work on my task list for today. So as I mentioned, as it is the last week of my holidays, I do want to get started on some of the prep work I have to do for term 4. So flipping back to my holiday to-do list, I think I am going to work on the Year 12 electricity test today. If I get that one finished particularly early, I will start on another one, but for now I'm just going to leave that one down. There are some other things that I want to get done today though, so I'll put those on as well. That looks like enough to start the day, though I may add some more as the day progresses. Flipping back to my monthly pages though. So nothing to update here. I mean, I could technically put that my birthday celebration is happening here. And you can see I already updated with my passport appointment. Flipping over though. So I haven't actually started marking the electricity test, so not going to mark that one off. In terms of my bucket list though, I can check off at least that I have set up my herb garden. And hopefully tomorrow when the bookcase arrives, I'll be able to check that one off. A month of planning is still happening, so not going to check that one off just yet. For my habit tracker, I can check off that we did not have fast food last night, or yesterday in general. Yes. I did finish work by 5. I didn't really comment on Instagram, so I'm going to leave that one. I don't think I was overly productive, so not going to check that off. I did get leisure time though. I did fill out my journal. I only just remembered to take my pill in the evening, and I did not get to bed before 10. Yesterday was a real lazy day. Nothing too particularly exciting happened, and I didn't really take many steps. We have a whopping total of 1,065, which is not good. See, the issue is that when I'm at home, I just don't feel the need to move around very much. Most of the things that I like to do at home don't really require me to move. For my social media trackers, I can check off that the new weekly was photographed and posted. I can check off that the full weekly, so last week's weekly, is ready for photographing. I did my PowerSheets video, and I'm in the process of doing this one. For my monthly challenges though, active minutes did not happen yesterday, as probably could be suggested by the fact I only did 1,065 steps. And again, haven't done my budgeting yet, so I'm not too sure about the $40 a day. Well, I mean, actually we bought groceries yesterday, but I think I'm not going to include groceries in that $40 because it's a necessity. So when I say spend under $40, it's spend under $40 on things that I didn't necessarily need to purchase. So like entertainment things and non-bills. That kind of makes sense. For my word of the day, today's one I'm not going to fill in because it's not even midday yet, but yesterday's word is going to be Glee, because I'm currently rewatching Glee again. Do you guys get this? Like, I have so many TV shows that I want to watch, but anytime I'm like, oh, I should watch a new TV show, I usually just go and rewatch something I've already seen. I'm also just going to colour in the boxes for these as well, because I want to. Only for this row, though. And for my meal tracker, we are up to breakfast this morning, so I can fill up out to there. Fill out, up to there. Yeah. Just because I get a fair few questions about it, Rice Bubbles is a cereal. I think they're called Riceys in some places. But they're essentially like puffed grains of rice. Yeah. Now, before we call it quits for the rest of the day, I actually want to go back to my front of journal and fill out a couple of things that I have there. So one of those things is one of my 20 before 2020 tasks, and that was reaching 1K on Facebook. This happened yesterday, so I'm also going to write it in my goals and milestones section. Still trying to figure out 4 other ones to put on my 20 before 2020 list, so if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. Next one to fill out is my Tom tracker, because, as I mentioned however many days ago, a period doesn't typically last for just one day, so some more to fill in there. I can also cross off that I do not need to buy a travel shoe bag or travel clothes bag because Mum and I made some. Though, just in the interest of keeping this complete with things that I wanted to buy and did buy, I'm just going to go and add a couple of things that we went and purchased on the weekend. Or at least on Friday. I also added some other ones on there, just because I thought of them as I was going through. And I'm also going to go and write down some of the things that I want to consume or I am consuming. And by consume here, I mean media, so books, TV shows, movies, that kind of thing. Jumping out of my bullet journal though, I do also need to go and update my PowerSheets. So for my PowerSheets, I like to use the Papermate Ink Joy pens, and they're all color-coded based on my goals. So starting with my daily action items, I did not get 7,000 steps, obviously. I didn't actually get to do my 3x3 reflection because I went to bed later than Vogel did. I didn't get a liter of water, I didn't do any mindful eating, but I did reply to YouTube comments. Tiny win! So I have pink for the 7,000 steps, 1 liter of water, and mindful eating because they're all related to physical health. And then the 3x3 reflection is in red because it's related to mental health. Purple is related to social media, and as you can probably tell, the dot means it didn't happen, whereas the cross means that it did. So in terms of my weekly action items, I've already checked off that we tried a new recipe. I can also check off that I did do my chores, did do a face mask, and we did do our meal planning. Sadly though, I did not get around to making a new layout or collection in my journal. As I mentioned in my PowerSheets video yesterday, the light green colour just means trying new things. Teal is related to my goal of not being a lazy shit. In terms of my monthly action items, some of these I actually have made some progress on. So one of those would be play an Xbox game. I started playing, like Super Bomberman R or something. But because I was already kind of playing that, I'm not going to count it for the whole thing. I'm probably going to try and play another game as well to go alongside that. But I'll fill in about up to here. I also made some more progress in dealing with the ants. I'm not too sure at this stage how I'm going to measure deal with the ants as completed, because for all I know they could come back or find another access point or something like that. But for now, that is how much progress I've got. And I can also note that we did make some progress on the chore roster revamp because we had a conversation about that yesterday. So hopefully, in theory, the new layout or collection I'll be doing this week will be related to that. As could probably be expected, from now on my Month of Planning with Me series is going to feature me checking in with my PowerSheets. I'm really hoping that that whole keeping it face up on my desk thing and having daily videos with you guys is going to help keep me a lot more accountable and hopefully get some of these things done with a better completion percentage. I'm hoping to have a really productive day today, so I should probably go and get started on some of these things that I've written down. Thank you for watching, team. If you liked today's video, please do make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you wanted to see more from me, feel free to go check out one of my other videos. Until next time, bye!